Hi, hello, welcome to the history part of social science class in online. Dear students, we are going to start the history part of social science in 8th standard, the first chapter, sources. In this chapter, we are going to study about In this chapter, we are going to study about sources required to the history, types of sources of history, importance of the archaeological sources, importance of inscription, and importance of oral sources in history. Introduction relating to this chapter. First concept, what is history? History is a systematic study of past. History is written on the basis of sources. Hence, there is no source, no history is the stance of history. Historian is like an advocate. The advocates present their arguments on the basis of followed evidences and sources related to their case. Similarly, historians collect the sources, subject them to critical examination, analysis, and then write the history. Human beings. Next concept, meaning of source. Human beings had created many facilities to lead their life since ancient times. Hence, the agricultural tools left by the earlier people, pots, coins, inscriptions, arms, temples, and other religious buildings are considered as source to write history. Similarly, the written documents and literary works are the main source of history. The materials needed for the writing of history are the primary sources. These sources can be divided into two. It means there are two types in sources. First one, literary sources, and second one, archaeological sources. Again, in literary sources, there are two types, written literature and oral literature. Okay, let us see the first type of the literature, that is written literature. Written literature is the main source of literary sources. Literature can bring the contemporary social life of the times of the writer alive to us. A literary work portrays the then existing aspects of life either directly or indirectly. The literature created by Indians in native languages is called as the native literature. Literary works in Sanskrita, Prakrita, Kannada, Telugu, Tamil, Hindi, Marathi, Kashmiri, Gujarati, Oriya, and in many others native languages are the sources. For example, which are the examples for native literature means Kautilya's Arthashastra, King Hala's Gatha Saptasati, Vishakadatta's Mudra Rakshasa, Kalahana's Rajatarangini, Banabhatta's Harshacharita, Chand Bardaye's Prithvirajaraso, Pampa's Vikramarjuna Vijaya, and Sangama literature. These are the examples of native literature. Okay, second type of the written literature, that is the foreign literature. Okay, meaning many farmers who visited India as travelers, ambassadors, businessmen, officials, and missionaries have recorded their observations and experiences in their works. These works are considered as the foreign literature. Okay, let us see which are the examples for foreign literature means Megasthenes Indica, Pahian Gokoki, Huyensang Siyuki, Ptolemy's Geography, Peristas Tariq e Ferista, Babur's Tujki e Babri. Okay, these are the examples for foreign literature. In these works also can one get the deception of then contemporary social, political, economic, cultural and administrative aspects. Exaggeration, hyperbole and loyalty one's master are apparent in a native literature. Similarly, in foreign literature, due to lack of local knowledge, many misgivings are recorded. These are the drawbacks of written literature, literary sources. Historians have the challenge of writing history, keeping in mind all these limitations. Next, second concept, a second type of the literature, that is the oral literature. Oral literature means the folk story, folk songs, folk legends, ballads and others that pass on from one person to another by word of mouth. This is the meaning of oral literature. Since the beginning of human life, human beings are passing on their experiences in the form story, songs and ballads orally from generation to generation. The folk people have created ballads about their local heroes. There are ballads on Kumararama, the Nayakas of Chitradurga, Kempegowda, Tippu Sultan, Sangolli Rayana, Kitturu Channamma, Sindhura Lakshmana, Meadows Taylor and others. Legends means the local mythological stories. Every place will have their own legends. There are legends behind the names and places like Sravanabelagula, Bengaluru, Koppala, Pattadakallu, Gokarna and Mysuru. Similarly, every village and town have their own legends. Archaeological sources. In archaeological sources, these are the types: monuments, coins, inscription, other archaeological remains.